Rusties.
But it's not the same if you don't.
True. All right, it is up and running.
Hello, guys, and welcome to my one-shot. It's going to be taking place in the Subos world, and we got a couple other different characters here going on with it. For the most part, every character is level 5, and there are no humans. I also asked everyone not to have any healing spells, and we're going to go from there. So you guys have any questions, feel free to ask now. Like I said, take this time to look at the journal if you guys had a chance to see your guys' mysterious invitation.
We're level 5?
Those that remember to be level 5 can be. If you're not, that's fine as well.
Well,
It's
I'm
in the
level
chat.
20, so...
Yeah.
Whatever works. Like I said, we only have a little bit of combat. It's going to be more toward the end if you guys are interested in that. But most of the things, like I said before, talking about it's a narrative game. So I'm going to be reading the mysterious invitation, and we're going to go. Can you guys read the text?
Mm-hmm.
We try to make it more handwriting-esque to make it a little bit easier for me, so it makes it look like it's handwritten. Okay. For those viewers, of course, that can't see it, it says, because I'm going to go in my recruiter voice. It is much excitement and great expectation. I reach out to you to inform you that you've been smiled upon by the one true goddess. Your reputation precedes you and the great deeds. Your acts of selfishness, heroism, or in some cases, sainthood. We ask that you don't be modest and try to reject our offer, or you will be attending against your will. Have a blessed day. Your local recruiter. And then for those of you guys that didn't have a chance to see some of the other ones, I would know that's Rusty, the recruiter, and that's why he's actually in the predicament that he's in. But that's a story for another time.
Rusty's the recruiter?
Yes, Rusty's the recruiter. He gets around.
Yes, he does.
So you guys take your time eventually getting into this wonderful village that you guys have on the map somehow that you guys were able to get down there. In front of the inn, you guys see a total of 4 different wagons. And then you see people in front of them, and they go through the whole aspect of it. They figure out that everyone seems to be here, and they start calling out to people's names. So as you guys go through, they approach. You guys are going to each one of your guys' wagon. You guys all mosey down to the same wagon because your names are called. And you guys enter your wagon. And as you guys enter your wagon, you notice there are 3 people already in there that are bound and gagged. Apparently they didn't listen.
Oh, I just lost Tucker. Huh.
So you were saying about not teaming technical difficulties?
Oh, well, no, it wouldn't be Paladins in Pajamas if we weren't having some problems,
Jinxed
right?
it. You jinxed it.
I did, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
No worries. We can always wait for him. It's not like I said, it's not a big deal. If we get through it, we get through it. If we don't, we don't. And we can always edit this later like we always.
Right. I do editing, right?
Well, hopefully on the YouTube channel you do. Like I said, I was thinking about making an actual theme song music for the actual show.
Cool. I think the only episode I actually edited was the one where we accidentally left XSplit running when we went to lunch afterwards. So there was like 3 hours of just nothing. But I did actually edit that one.
Good to know Paladin and Pajamas are true and live broadcasts and one take only.
Yes, at least on the Twitch channel. Oh. So, how's everyone this week? Do we want to do anything about these bound people? And I just kind of gently poke one of them in the forehead.
It's a muffled noise, but the driver, for the most part, lets you know not to bug them until we get there. This makes it easier for everybody. Plus, you don't have to hear them talk. But if
Okay.
you guys get a chance to see, I'm going to try to wait for Tucker for the most part. But for those of you that have had a chance to see our live action movie of the Paladins of Pajama, you guys would see a scrawny guy that has dreadlocks. It seems that his pants are just a little bit larger than his legs should be. You see a large troll in the back there. And then you also see a person, for us, the viewers, that would know that looks like Nox, but definitely somebody that seems to be in a Nox costume.
Hmm. Okay. Oh no, now we lost Terry.
Oh no. It's like, well, let's decide. Since the GM's not here, we can run away now.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, while we wait for him, I guess we could make coffee and do a head break or something.
He comes back and we're all just gone.
Yeah. Ah, joy. I thought I actually disabled that. There we go. And doobie doobie doo. Well, it's just one of those weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I am going to be bad and start a second pot of coffee. I'll be right back. So, I need to find a fault in my lab that will actually stump Lastra for a while. He... Even the faults that normally take a long time, he's been getting all on his own. I haven't had to coach him at all, which is a good thing. But I have to slow him down a little bit. He's like a full day ahead of the other students. So I'm thinking of removing one of the fuses inside of the talkback amplifier and bringing a tiny stuffed animal and taping it to its mouth and putting it in the talkback amplifier, so when he eventually finds it, he sees this tiny little, like, monster plush with a little fuse taped to its mouth as though it stole it.
That could work.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Because while he's been getting things even like the fiber faults, he has been reticent to open stuff up. So I think that might be a good one for him to actually get him to rip apart some of the equipment. Which sounds terrifying, but
Reticent to open it up?
yeah, there's been a couple times where he's been right on track and wanted to test something, but he hasn't taken that next step to, like, get into the equipment. And we've had to reassure him that no, the lab is actually yours. You are allowed to take things apart and test stuff. So I think maybe the talkback amp fuse would be a good one for him, because you have to open up the entire talkback amplifier to get to that fuse.
That'd be a good way to break him of that habit.
I think so.
I know CWIZ early on, I was pretty hesitant to start digging into it. Then we're the only techs for the CWIZ, so
Yeah, you got to be not necessarily confident, but willing to
yeah,
willing to screw up, basically.
there's a few troubleshoots early on where we stood around for about an hour talking about whether we should actually open up the ELX and start digging through some of the cabinets. This was like back in PC and D, so we were still kind of new to the whole thing and kind of wary of the system in general. But
Yeah. So Scott has been troubleshooting his mount for the last week or so. He had finally gotten the card in that he needed. And while it fixed some of his problems, there's still other things going on, so he might be dealing with another trogdor fault, similar to the one that actually killed our mount on the chase. We termed it the trogdor fault because it actually started burning wires on the back plane of one of the cabinets.
ooh.
Yeah, on the 2A4 drawer, if I remember correctly. If you open that cabinet up, there's a panel that you can actually take off, and there's a back plane with a whole bunch of wires and pegs on it. And one of the wires had actually gotten cut and had started grounding out and started burning like the entire back plane, which caused really weird symptoms all over the mount. So we termed the fault Trogdor the Burninator. But we had found the fault by... We each took a symptom, because we had things going on in the radome, as well as with the motors for moving the mount and the amps. So we each picked a symptom, and then with the schematics, we followed it back, and it led back to the same drawer in the same spot, which we wouldn't have gotten to because it would have led us back out the other way towards other symptoms if we hadn't done it that way. So it was both of us troubleshooting a different symptom and then coming back together to where it was actually the fault. It was kind of a cool way to find it, but after that, we never were able to get the mount back up and running because we were decommissioning the ship, and so the Navy didn't want to put any money into our mount. Poor Betty.
I guess it makes sense if they're about to decommission it, but it's still kind of annoying once you found the fault.
Yeah. It was also annoying that, despite the fact that we had like stickers all over the mount that said this is not going with the ship, that apparently the Nigerians thought that the mount was going with the ship, and the command had to have like a really long talk with their representatives of, no, the mount is not going to be here when you take the ship.
Were we selling the ship to the?
Yeah,
It got sold to them.
the Chase got sold to the Nigerian Navy and became the Thunder. And upon the Nigerian Navy taking the ship out of the harbor, they ran over another vessel. No, you heard that right. They ran over another vessel.
Like a small shipping vessel, like a private speedboat, or
Like a fishing vessel, if I remember right. It was about the size of a squid ship, um, roughly 40 feet long, and they ran over it. From what I understand, no one was injured, but there was a lot of damage done to the other ship. And everyone that had actually served on the Chase during that time frame, after we had cross-decked over, pretty much all said that's why you don't change the name of a ship. It's really bad luck. But also, they were shit sailors.
I thought America had learned its lesson about selling armaments to other countries.
So we didn't really sell any of the armaments, just the ship, and it was pretty much gutted before we sold it. But
Still,
no, we haven't learned our lesson, because we sold that one, and the Hamilton also got sold to the Philippine Navy.
those 378s, or
Yeah, those are 378s.
that's right, those are all getting decommissioned, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I think there's only a handful left.
I know the Douglas Monroe is supposed to stay around for a while. I'm not sure how long until they're planning on decomming it, because can't the new national security cutters not really take the straight or something like that? It broke one of them that they sent up there.
Oh yeah, the welds didn't hold on the first one that went up there. Good times.
All I know is,
Good times, right?
yeah. All I know is that the Douglas Monroe is like over 50 years. So
Yeah, it's like 30 years past its expected date of something like that. Oh no, James is frozen. I don't know if he's saying anything, but he's frozen on my... Oh, he's back!
sorry.
Yeah, Tucker was saying
It's
that there's a problem with Discord. If it kicks you out, it won't let you back in. So we could always try Hangouts, but
Alright, I'm willing to shift over there.
To where?
To Google Hangouts. James might have to download something for that.
are you using Chrome?
Yeah.
It's just an extension now.
Oh, cool.
I didn't have it until just now either.
Alright.
But I don't think he's on our list, so you might have to add him in.
That shouldn't be too hard. Let me open Hangouts and... Oh. Apparently I missed a call from Tucker. First and foremost, I am going to copy the link into the Roll20 chat for James. And try to do a video call. Okay, that worked. I'm gonna have to leave Discord. How about now?
Yeah, it's on my phone right now. I'm waiting for my computer to start again. It decided to go blue screen on me.
Oh,
So,
Beautiful.
yeah. So, like I said, it's a technical difficulties day, so that works.
yep.
Oh well.
Adapt and
So-
overcome, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
But I can only do so much without roll 20 that I have all the stuff on. But I mean, we can go over certain things we can while I'm waiting for everything to load.
So I get on Hangouts and I try to make the call, but everything's in Spanish. So I get out, then I get back in and everything's in German.
That's the way
So
to do it.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, I'm waiting for my system to load. So hopefully you guys are good to go still for it. I've got music to be playing while you guys are actually in the carriage. You guys are actually talking. So basically, I was going to give you guys time to actually introduce yourselves, your characters, the titles you guys have. For the most part, I know the story behind everybody except for Chris. I really don't know your story. And then for the most part, your title that you wanted to go with. So whoever wants to go first, feel free to introduce themselves, their look, and their title they got.
Okay. I guess I'll start just to get things rolling. I'm Fleur, hero of the boar. Don't really like the title, but that's my title. I am a tiefling. I've got kind of blue skin and curled horns going up with two more horns that kind of frame my face. So that's me. I'm Fleur. Nice to meet you all.
Awesome. Thank you. So for you guys, let's just go around the table, so to speak. What did you guys hear about the hero of the boar? Because like I said, you guys are all four heroes. You guys have all heard of each other, but you guys have never had a chance to meet each other. So what is something, maybe one or two things that you guys have heard about her before you guys actually meet her?
You can make anything up.
Anybody?
Well, so all I've heard is that if she comes to your lair and tries to take your stuff, or if you're better off like just going the other way, because she is like just a crazy good effective killer. Like godly prowess.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Could be something good. It could be something bad. It could be something exaggerated. Because remember, you guys are folk heroes, and by the time the actual real story gets to you guys, it's like telephone, and it's already changed multiple times.
I heard she leads a band of boars. Like a merry little band of boars.
That's why she's the boar hero. Awesome.
Yeah.
I heard that she was a ferocious hunter that had killed so many boars that the king of the boars challenged her, and she killed the king of the boars, thus becoming the king of the boars. Thus why other boars follow her.
That's the real reason she has horns.
They're tusks that just grew in wrong.
Because she's royalty. Awesome. Okay, does anyone else want to introduce their character?
Sure. So we're in a carriage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm probably taking up half the carriage because my character is a bugbear, in full armor. He is not going to introduce himself because he's in the corner snoring very, very loudly.
Awesome.
He does have he's wearing a cape. He's got he's he's got like vampire teeth that you can see, but if you're at all close to him, they look kind of fake. He's kind of gothed out, but mostly he's just sitting there snoring and taking up like 3 seats in the carriage.
Okay. And your title, so everyone else can have it.
Yeah. So his title is the Man Catcher.
Okay. And so, what did you guys hear about the man catcher?
So, I heard that he had actually tore a man off someone that was attacking another man and had wrapped him in a bear hug to give that other person a chance to run away and sunk those somewhat fake looking fangs into his shoulder.
Okay.
Ironically, he is a hugger.
Anyone else?
Hmm.
So what I heard was he was actually a man, but he was so grizzled, hair just grew out of him. Everyone thinks he's a bear.
He just really needs a shave.
Shaving prices got too expensive, so he decided not to shave anymore. Anybody else?
I am playing Taklak, the littlest dragonborn. He looks like, basically, if you've ever seen a kobold, it's a kobold. And he's just kind of hoping that people don't recognize him as a kobold. But he's kind of a muddy yellow color. His clothes look like someone had once seen sorcerer's robes, or like how a wizard dressed, and then attempted to sew together like little robes out of rags and other brightly colored scraps of cloth. And it's all kind of dirty and worn, and he's got a little messed up staff with all these little shiny bits attached to it.
Okay. Thank you. What did you guys hear about the littlest dragonborn?
I heard that if you ever mention that he's a kobold, he will cast a hex on you, and you will never be able to see your own reflection in a mirror again.
Are you still the savior of the tribe, or?
No, I changed it.
Okay.
Decided to go with something more humorous.
So I heard that you actually hatched from a clutch of dragon eggs. That you're not a dragonborn, you're born of dragon. And that one day you are destined to take over the whole planet.
Yeah, I heard when he gets angry, he actually like powers up into a full-size dragon.
Thank you guys. And Chris, your character?
Okay, we're in a carriage, right? So if there's nothing to hide behind besides the sleeping bugbear, I'm going to be hiding behind the bugbear. And it's just like this little, like 1/2-foot tall pixie poking her head out, and she'll introduce herself. She's like, "Hi, I'm Narissa. They say I'm the savior of the forest."
Okay. And what did you guys hear about Narissa?
I heard that if you catch her, she has to give you all her gold.
Um, heard that she actually kicked a dragon in the eyeball to save a whole bunch of druids and dryads. Tiny little pixie foot to the face.
Anybody else hear anything?
Nothing's coming to mind.
Okay. So computer's still being weird. It's coming up slowly, but as you guys are going through, pretty much halfway through your guys' trip, you guys actually hear it raining from the outside. I have actual music in there, so there'll be raining in the actual background. But the whole point is pretty much when you guys left the scene, all 4 carriages went in different directions. And like I said, halfway through your guys' trip, it actually started raining. Eventually, you guys are just going through, you're just hearing the sound of the rain, and eventually you guys get to a site that looks like an outcropping of stones in a certain area. You guys go out there. The people that are in the carriage tell you to get out and then direct you toward the actual stones. They even ask for help to carry the other 3 volunteers to join you guys. So for the most part, they use your guys' help. You guys walk there to the center of the actual rock. As you guys get closer, you guys notice there's more people that were actually there. They weren't there before. As you guys get to the center, they say, wish you luck. They step outside the center of the circle, and then they join in the actual chanting of an actual spell in order to teleport you guys someplace else. Like I said, I got music for this, plus I got the teleport sound so I can press the button. So you hear like a elvish chanting, and then you hear the as they're going through the whole little thing. And as you guys go through, you guys get teleported to someplace else, and it's not raining. So you're outside of an actual barn that you guys see, and you guys see people at the door. Somewhat, not so much guards, but just people to actually point in the right direction of where you're actually there. As you guys get there, you guys notice there's a lot more people there than you guys, but it's just one way to actually make an entrance, so to speak. It's also easier for them to make sure that you guys don't, let's say, get shy and decide to run away. So they usher you guys in. Eventually, you guys walk through. You guys see this room, and as you guys get in, there's a strong iron smell. Oh, did we lose people?
No, I'm still here.
I'm still
I
here.
think we're all here.
Okay, sorry. So basically, you have a strong iron smell. I'm not sure what everyone's passive wisdom is, but can everyone just roll wisdom or actually perception check, I should say?
Perception.
So I can't tell what everyone got. So hopefully, you're looking for 15. Anyone that's higher than 15, or I should say that doesn't have a higher than 15, let me know. If you guys all get it, you guys all see.
Okay. So I got a 19.
I got a 9.
I got a 10.
I got a 22.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. So as you guys walk in, for those of you that didn't make the DC, you guys walk in the room and you guys see like torture, implements of tortures, different things along those lines with dried blood on them, a couple other things for it. And then the people behind you tell you to keep going through. This is the playroom. For those that have had a chance to pass, you guys know that it's actually a workout place. They got different things on the walls, working out, like racks, stuff like that, extra free weights, things like that. They don't think they have too many machines, but the whole point is to get into the process of it, to let people know that they are serious. But for those that are serious, that it's all professional, to set the foreground for it. So you guys walk your way through what seems like 5-10 minutes through this dark corridor. Pretty much get close to the end, and someone's like, "Oh, hey, we forgot to turn the torches on." And so they go through and they turn the torches on. It's just a normal hallway, nothing big. And then eventually you guys lead your way to a large barn. Hopefully I get the picture going because I want to actually picture for you guys. But pretty much when you guys actually get outside and give you guys a little exterior of the picture of it, you guys see multiple large barns that are right next to each other. You guys went through a small little one. Eventually you're working your way through, and you can see from the outside where you're actually walking through. So like I said, I want to get the picture for it. But as you guys walk in, up at the top portion of it, it's like a large barn, but it seems like they can have concerts there too. So there's a huge stage. Above the stage, you see 5 robed people in different color robes. And on the bottom portion of the actual stage, you see multiple people in red robes. Like I said, I want the picture, but it's not done.
We could wait a moment. I need to grab coffee anyhow.
Yeah, if you guys need to take a break, then you need to take a break. Hopefully everything loads.
Okay. Be right back.
So, they're gonna show us a show. Well, that's kind of cool. I don't get a show back home. I mean, other than the master just, cackling and screeching and, waking me up early in the morning or, late in the afternoon, depending.
It has been a while since I, Taklak the Magnificent, have seen a decent show. This shall be quite amusing.
So, like what kind of shows you like, Teklek?
Through my long, arduous journeys through the human lands, I always enjoyed the puppet shows. Punch and Judy were the height of comedy.
I don't know. I think they're kind of scary.
Okay, I'm back. Thanks,
You must be
guys.
pretty brave, Teklek.
It is true. I am brave.
I like halfling acrobats, but better if they can sing and dance.
It is known to me.
So it's still loading on my end, but if you guys get a chance to go to the loot table and look and see what you guys can find cursed items. So we're going to go around the table. You guys are going to explain what item that you guys actually have. Then you guys are going to go through and hit the roll for the cursed item, and you figure out what part of what curse you actually get from the item. If you guys have access, awesome. If you guys don't, let me know.
I don't think I have access to a table.
Loot table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that in the journal or?
No. So if you guys go through the picture for the actual speech, then next to it should be the journal one. There's another one that looks like a jukebox one. I believe the other one after that is the loot one. It's right before the actual settings one.
The collection?
Rollable tables. I see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
under the macros and everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Try to do a little more fun stuff. So basically, whoever wants to go first, let us know what actual cursed item you got is, like what location it actually is, as well as how you got it and how did you find out that it was cursed.
So the item just can be any item, right?
Any item you want, because remember you're allowed to have so many magical items. I think 3 at a time, but we're only worrying about it. It's only special if it's special to you. But the campaign's not going to go too long enough to worry about it overlapping.
I don't know what those mean.
So if you put your cursor over it,
It tells you if it's like what it is minus to your. Well, I know what mine is. Mine's a rope, and I don't know how it got cursed, but all I know is how I found out was when I was trying to fly away, it wrapped me up and dragged me back to the ground.
awesome.
Because I have a -2 to my dex with it.
Okay. So mine is my glass blowing tools that I use to actually make really beautiful goblets and things like that. And I found out, so I had received them actually as a gift from someone that had purchased a set of wine glasses. And I found out that they were cursed because someone else said that I seemed to be slower when it came to reading or explaining things than normal. And I had them checked out because that was the only thing that I had on me at the time. So, because I have received a -1 to my intelligence.
Okay, so my cursed item is a cursed hammock. And basically, so it looks like a really nice hammock, and I like to sleep. It's but has this bad habit of in the middle of the night just flipping over and dumping me out. So I never get really the sleep that I want. So I'm always a little bit tired, which is why I got a -2 to my con. But if I don't sleep in it, I can't sleep at all.
Okay.
I'm
So in
stuck
the
with it.
carriage, were you actually kind of like cuddling this hammock?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like I wasn't in it. I actually had it on me like a blanket.
My item is a small pair of darkened spectacles that I stole off of a gnome because kobolds don't like gnomes, and also I need something to try to help with the daylight. It doesn't really do that because it's just a small pair of darkened spectacles, but I get a -1 to dex because it's not my prescription and it messes with my depth. So occasionally I'll just like bump into objects that shouldn't.
Awesome. So I'm going to switch to the other pictures. Like I said, I wanted to show you guys the pictures for it. I'll play the music real quick because I wanted, like I said, I wanted to play it so before. So here's the music that you guys have for the actual carriage ride. Because like I said, it's supposed to be going through the whole process of you guys actually being able to hear the rain. And then when you guys actually got there to the actual circle.
So I'm not. Oh, there it is.
And then I have a couple of things where I was going to go through. So you guys actually get traveled. All of the ones are inside. So then from there. Okay. And then pretty much as you guys walk in, the actual area for the playroom, so to speak. Because it's supposed to be a nice, long little walk that you guys have going on. Supposed to give you a nice little eerie feeling as you guys walk through, especially if you guys didn't pass the actual reception portion of it. Okay. Okay. So then we're going to go through, because like you guys already walked through. You get teleported. Here's the barn that you guys have. If you guys get a chance to see. Hopefully you guys zoomed out.
So I'm still on the initial screen. You might have to grab the player token and shift it over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't do the whole time. I can see it myself. So you guys,
Yeah, we're like, we don't see nothing.
yeah, no, nobody told me anything. So anyway, so you guys are still at the start screen. I've been moving place by place. Awesome. So,
Sorry.
no worries. Here's the actual caravan that you guys are actually running on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And then we're gonna move to the site, which I thought you guys are already on. Like so I said, I was trying to get a picture. I kept doing it myself because I thought you guys were doing it. I forgot. Awesome. Yeah, Tecker was nice enough to let me know. And for all the viewers at home, yes, this isn't my first time. So then we're gonna move to the barn. I want to move you guys over. And the picture of the barn pretty much looks like it's run down kind of for the most part when you guys actually go through, but you guys actually notice it gets better as you guys go, as well as there's more barns next to you guys.
It looks like a murder barn.
It does look like a murder barn.
Murder barn.
Leatherface is in there somewhere.
Don't worry about it. He might find you later. And then we're going to move into here, which was the one I was actually wanted to talk to you guys about.
Ah.
Yeah. So like I said, it's a stage, and like you guys would get a chance to see for it going through. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of voices kind of here going from there. We're trying to make it work, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Welcome, heroes. Thank you for joining us and taking this opportunity to go through and join us. Today, you are here because you have been selected, not necessarily chosen, but selected to become one of the ranks. This is the time for you to take your time and prove your mettle. Good luck to you, and hopefully one day you'll be on the stage with us. And then for the most part, everyone kind of like disperses. They point you guys in the right direction to get you guys to the first challenge area. I'm going to move you guys over. Give me a sec.
Well, that was a short show, man.
Yeah. He's not here for the show. That's why. Yeah. And hopefully you guys have the black screens, right?
Yeah, and there's.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Let me just go through. I wanted to make sure you guys, when you guys saw them, you guys would still be able to figure it out. And let me just get rid of that. Okay. First one we're going to be doing is going to be on the left. Okay. They're going through the whole process. Let you guys know that this is a challenge of strength.
Oh no!
I'm a pixie.
So basically, you guys are going to go through. It's best of 3, but after every time you guys hit, you guys have to take a shot of alcohol, and then they behind the curtain. There's a table. So pretty much, you hit it, you take a pint. The pint will give you +1 to your strength, but it give you -1 to your dex. Okay. So if you guys want to go figure out who wants to go first.
Oh.
Well, it's pretty tiny. Like if I go first, I'm gonna break it. One of you guys should probably do it first. I mean, plus I don't want to be like too intimidating right off the bat.
Taklak shall go first to show you all the might of the Dragonborn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe you should go last. Come on, let the little pixie go first, man.
Mike, I'm going like this. Nope. Nope. And I'm like sitting on the bugbear. Behind, like around his neck, peering out.
I keep trying to like swat you, but like
And I keep
really
on moving to
lazily.
the other
Yeah.
side.
Go ahead,
You're
Tack
itchy
Black.
back there.
Yeah. So you guys seem to be taking your time. This large troll comes from behind you, kind of moves you guys out of the way, and he goes and he takes the first turn.
Well, hey, you're big too.
Yeah.
Dude.
So for those viewers that have already a chance to see our live action, this is Tong. It's my troll that I've had a chance to play with one of the actual campaigns. So I'm going to be using my strength for it. I've got a +2, and let's see how this goes.
Does Tong have his shields?
Unfortunately, he doesn't have them with him. He might have them checked into other place where the rest of his baggage was checked, but I believe he still has it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he doesn't do so well. I'm sure he just grabbed it, dropped it on top of it, and it went up there. You see it ring up there, and it goes up to 6 on the leader. So far, he's actually in first place. So I'm just going to go here. And if I can move around. Let's see. I don't know how to do it. I was going to try to do turn order. Anyway, so Tong has the lead with 6.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of like elbow Tack Black really gently on his shoulder. Go ahead, you do it.
He will muscle on up to the mallet and be like, prepare to be amazed, and lift up the robe sleeves, and like as they fall down, like keep going at it till he has to tuck them in. Barely lifts the mallet.
Is the mallet taller than Taklak?
Probably. He's like 2 feet something. He's not tall.
Did anyone else see that register? Because I couldn't see the register on my end. Oh, wait, there it is.
2.
Okay.
What kind of check are we making? What is this?
That's cool, Taklak. I get it. You just don't want to show him up. I got you. Wink, wink.
It's strength, Chris.
All right.
Alright. So Fleur will go ahead and take the mallet from Tack Black. And she is struggling with this mallet as well. Her arms are shaking as she lifts it above her head, and then as she slams it down. And gets a 6.
Oh God.
As strong as the troll.
Yep.
Oh man, I think maybe this thing is rigged. I bet you the little bead only goes that high.
Maybe.
Does I can't tell because it's blurry. Does it have like at the carnival where we'll say like, you know, like insulting things on its way up?
No, it tries not to do that because it doesn't want to get to anyone's depress anybody. It just has numbers, but then they can go. Remember, it's always times 10. That's what they tell the new recruits.
Okay.
So if you guys are going to go,
Yeah. So I walk up there,
Okay.
and I look at the mallet, and I kind of like, I start to reach for it, and then it's like, no, I don't want to like reach for it on the ground. So then he just summons his Morning Star and slams it down onto the pad.
Cool.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. Anyone else want to go?
All right. Well, after seeing everybody go and not seeing anybody else going, I'll fly over there, and instead of picking it up, I will see what the bugbear. What is your name again, Tucker?
So, like, I know it's spelled Carl, like, but really it's just Carl.
Carl. All right, I'll see what Carl did, and I will fly up as high as I can, and I will be holding my own mace, and I will drop it, and as soon as I let it go, it enlarges to its full size mace.
Nice.
And I'm aiming as closely as possible to hit it. Oh my god.
There's a lot of math.
That's terrible. We all suck at this game.
Yeah, but I see, look at that. It says rolling strength, but it says check D1, 4, and a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know if the math is off because of that. Because it looks like it's all just divided by 2, looking at the math.
I rolled a 2 and it's a -1 on it. So
yeah,
that's because of
figuring out his modifier. On
it's the character sheet's doing it.
Roger that. I just want to make sure because I was like,
yeah, it looks weird.
What is all of this?
okay.
Numbers,
So,
Mason, what do they mean?
so like I said before, those people have a chance to see of our live action versions. We have Idawan that comes in here, who's a Cicalian, which you guys may or may not know for it. He's got dreads on. He works his way there. He's got green dreadlocks. Works his way there, and you can see what he rolls. Let's see, make sure he gets a +1. Okay. It's a 9.
I'm fairly certain this game really is rigged.
And last but not least, we got Nox that's going through. Or like I said, for the viewers at home that have seen Nox, they know what he looks like. Roll. I need 7. Okay. They go through. They give everybody their shot. So everyone's going to take their shot. You guys will get a -1 to your guys' dex. You guys will get a +1 to your strength. Then you guys have to roll a constitution of, we'll say 15, to see if you guys are able to perform your next one.
Oh my god.
Math for the win.
Okay. So you need a con save?
Yes, a 15.
Okay.
Ah, I'm a pixie.
That is not a 15.
Damn it! I can't roll high.
Two. Okay, so I'm going to roll for Tong first.
I still need to roll.
So stickers on that one too. Tong seems to pass.
So did I puke?
It's up to you. I'm not sure how you are with alcohol. If you've had a strong shot, do you puke?
No.
Yeah, my character just fell into the pint.
Okay, I got to roll for Idawan. And give me a sec. This is +0. 0. He doesn't pass. And then I got the last one for Nox. He gets -1. Pass either. Awesome. So Tong will go again, and he's going to get a +1 because, like I said, for the drinks. Let's see. He's got strengths. He's got 16 +3. 3. Then he gets a 12. Okay, third and last round. Who's going first?
What is it?
Oh, it's again strength. The whole point is you remember you get a +1 no because of the shot you took.
So we're doing the same thing?
Same thing for this one, yes. But as you can see, there's another black box we have another go to. Like I said, it's a best of 3.
All right.
Do we still get to make it if we failed the shot roll? The last
Well,
one?
remember the shot roll, pretty much you sit out 1.
Oh, okay.
Everyone missed the second one. Because you're supposed to use the score best of 3.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So it's the last round for this third one.
All right. So Fleur will go ahead and lift the mallet again. Arms aren't shaking quite as bad, but she's stumbling a little bit. And face plants. She totally trips and face plants on where she's supposed to hit the mallet.
At least you're consistent.
All right. I will go flying staggeredly as I try to pick up the mallet and drop it on it.
That's
Get better.
fine. Okay.
Taklak will stumble over to it, once again have issues with the sleeves of his robes as he attempts to pick up the mallet. Did better than last time.
Shouldn't that have been a -1?
Yeah, you have an 8 because you drank the thing. Gave you a +1 to strength.
Is it to the modifier or to the actual score itself?
Should be to
To the modifier. But you have a -2 on there.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was to my actual ability score.
Yeah, I was confused about that too. Yeah. So it's like a +2.
Got it. Okay.
God, my decks just went right to the floor with all this stuff.
Okay. So there's 8. We'll check. Everyone else had a chance to go. So you want to go, Tucker?
Yeah. So when he took that shot in the round, like he just like when you unwind and you start drinking, it's just hard to keep going. So he's sitting on his butt and he's like doesn't even want to stand up, so he just kind of like scoots like a dog with gland problems.
Oh.
And so he's straddling it, sitting on his butt, and he's going to actually use the hammer this time and just come down straight like that. A little bit higher.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go with Tong again. It's 14. Got. We have Nox go. That's 2. 19. Excuse me. And last one. Gotta find them real quick. And got Ida 1 with a +1. 10. Okay, so those keeping score. I've got Nox with the highest at 19. Second place, it looks like Tucker with a 17. Then the next one after that, it looks like Tong with the 14. And after that, looks like Adawan with the 10. Chris with the 9. Then James with an 8. Six. And then we have Becca at the bottom with 6.
I imagine she is actually still on the ground, face in the dirt.
Okay. So
I'll reach up and like I won't pull you up because I would have to stand up, but I'll like just pull you to a sitting position.
Okay.
And I've got my arm still kind of thrown around you, like slightly uncomfortably.
Oh, I lean into it and use you as support.
Okay, I lean back, so I I weigh like 450 pounds.
I'm just laying on your head right now.
But I am fuzzy.
Yeah. So right now we're going to go through another strength event because everyone was so good at it last time. So we're going to go through and we'll have the strongest people fight the strongest people and the weakest people fight the weakest people. So we're going to start with having Rebecca is going to be arm wrestling James's character.
Okay.
Nice.
No pressure.
Oppose strength checks?
Yes, sir.
Do
Unless you guys want to do athletics.
Do we still have a +1 to our strength?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's a little better. I imagine that I'm like kneeling at the table because I don't want to actually stand up.
So you see, pretty good fight for the most part. Seems to be a draw. Then toward the end, it seems that yeah, the littlest Dragonborn seems to have won that one.
Yep. And as his arm comes like pushing mine down, I actually flop all the way to the side.
It's probably pretty funny to watch. He's like hanging off the side of the table, half supporting himself, dangling from it. Oh, in the midst of the arm wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. So that goes that one. Okay. And then next we have Chris. Your character is going to be going against Idawan.
All right. And who is this person? How big is this person?
A human-sized person. For the most part, for those of you who have a chance to see, it's just like a human. For the most part, like I said, his pants seem to be extra baggy. But he's actually a Cicalian, if I'm saying that correctly. It's a squid person. So for the most part, from the waist down, he's like Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Great. A pixie going up against...
Yep. He also,
arm wrestling.
if I remember correctly, has a couple of very interesting plushes on his hip.
Yes, sir. Yes, it does.
All right.
One's a little Kraken, one's another one. You guys have to watch those episodes. Okay. Rolling.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh, it's a good match. It seems like it's a draw. Okay. Okay, next group we have 6. That's there. 3. 2. Looks like Tucker against Tong.
So what Tong is
A large, well, medium-sized troll, but he's a big,
okay.
big, huge creature.
I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't know we were starting yet.
I thought you might have fallen asleep there.
Okay. So just thank you guys for your competition. Give us a minute. We'll be setting up for the next one. So. Eventually, you guys go through. You help straighten up that you guys need to, and then eventually, they lead you guys to another room that's pretty much the same place, most part. The lighting seems to be a little different, but for some reason, it looks very similar to where you guys already actually are. So I move over here, and then I got to move you guys over. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. You guys moved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So wait for Rebecca to get back. Well, for the most part, you guys have any questions on anything so far? You guys have an idea of the rules?
Did we drop somebody or no?
Yeah.
So, what do you think we get? Like, if you're selected?
My character's still swaying around.
Still swinging around?
Yeah. I'm sure a pint does not do my character well.
I'm sure it does. Give her the liquid courage and the strength for it. Okay. You guys have had a chance to see. You guys are in a different room. Pretty much looks similar to the same one. But for some reason, you guys see on the walls some familiar sight that for some of you. This is a knife dartboard. And for this event, you guys will be using Dext. So it's going to be 2d10s and 1d4. So pretty much for the most part, it's just percentage based. Depending what you get, the d4 will let you know when you get closer to it if you're actually able to hit the bullseye.
All right,
So we have to roll all of those separately, or
You can roll them all together because all I'm going to use is the dice themselves.
okay. Do we add our dex score to that?
Yes, you do. And hopefully you guys still have great dex score from the last game.
We've had
Yep.
one drink or two drinks?
Only one drink
One.
because it was a matter of 3 rounds. If you'd like to have more, they have it readily available for you.
No. Okay.
Okay. Are you going to be first?
Sure. I'll go ahead and flip a knife.
Okay.
Wow, that was impressive. I think I should just quit.
You have the option to.
So I actually imagine Fleur is still kind of leaning against the bugbear as she flips the knife.
Okay. Whoever's next?
I'll fly over there and start trying to have at it. I'm not sure if I'm aiming right for the right wall.
Okay.
Taklak will step up and take his turn.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah. So watching everybody else seem to do pretty well. Carl grabs the knife and sizes it up a couple times with a couple of false throws, just trying to get the feel. Throws a 16.
So remember, it's not necessarily 16. The two numbers that I'm looking for.
Oh,
a
right.
D10.
It's a 14. Sorry, 13. right? Because
So percentage-wise, you're sending two 10s, and you're looking at the board itself. So the two 10s, you're actually doing it. So you actually got a 93.
oh, okay. So he did really well.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want us to roll a D100?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Trying to be different to make it a little bit fun from the math, because the whole point is with it. Because especially since it's a knife board instead of it being percentage-wise, it's going from there.
Okay.
Okay. I got the other guys to throw. Okay. Okay. So what is it? Roll. It's roll D10 space, right?
/R space and then 2d10 plus 1d4 plus whatever's. At least I think that's how I typed it in. How does that one work? Is that a 9?
So it's B0. So it's the first digit. It would be a 9.
Yeah.
Cool.
One. Do it again. That's gonna be for Tom. Did 9. And I got the last one for Knox. And 12. Okay. So now that you guys had a chance to do your practice swings, that's going to be now best of 2. So go ahead and throw your first one. And then remember to make sure you add your dex this time with your D4.
Okay.
Okay. It's a good one. Okay. I'll roll for these guys. Mistakes. One. It's +2. 2. Let's go. Tom is +1. 5. Knox. Knox got +1 too. Okay. Last throw.
Okay. Kind of stretch my shoulder out and then flick the knife forward. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll fly up there and try to do it for a different way, hopefully, from the side.
72. Your highest is 72.
So, like, is there any way we could just count the practice throw?
You can count it, but we won't add it for you.
Taklax steps up to the plate, pulls back and throws. Yeah.
And the knife lands right in front of you.
Eh.
Okay. for these guys again. Make it easier myself. I got Knox going first. So 2. 1 plus 2. 12. And the last one. 6. Okay, so I have Becca and Tom with 95.
Woot.
Then I have, after that, I have 83 from James, 72 from Chris, I also have Knox with 75. And then we have Tucker with 33. Okay. So for the next one, we're going to go through. Where's some of the other ones? If you guys need a break, It's fine, but we're going to move on to the next competition. Oh, I think I deleted the wrong one. Give me a sec. There we go. It's an actual dartboard. So instead of it normal being a regular dartboard, you're going to roll a d20. And you're going to also have a d4. So in order for you guys to get a bullseye, you guys need to have a 20 and a d4. It's going to be best of 3. You guys are going to have a compete against a different person. Pretty much you're going to use all 3 of your scores, add them up to go together. So first we have Becca versus Tom. So just a d20 plus a d4.
Plus my dex.
And remember, plus your dex. And your dex can make your d4 into a 4, if that makes sense.
Okay. My dart doesn't even reach the board. It's off to the side.
Is it a plastic board or is it like a full like wooden board? Steel
It's a wooden board. I don't
Okay.
think they have plastic. Okay. So I got 17. You got 4. Okay. Go ahead, your next throw, Becca.
Okay. That's a little better.
Say it's a lot better.
Yeah.
See? 18. And I got 2. Okay. And your last one?
Okay. I think I might have stabbed myself with the dart.
That one, I believe you missed the board.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll count that as 0, and then we'll get a 4 for Tom. Through 19, 23, 23. And it seems to be a tie.
Oh, exciting.
Okay. Then we might have to get a tiebreaker after. So we have James and Chris. You're going to be next.
I heard that wrong. I heard get a Thai burger afterwards.
Oh, that sounds even better.
All right, I'll fly up there and try to hit the board.
The confidence just exudes. You got a 12.
Am I allowed to cheat on this? Like, obviously not in the rules, but you as the game master.
If you want to try to do sleight of hand before you do it, that way you can see if you think you're cheating or not.
Yes. So, sleight of hand check.
Yep. Looks pretty good.
Taklak is the master of stealth. So, I am going to use one of my sorcery points to remove the verbal components of the Mage Hand spell I guide the dart straight over.
Nice. What are you giving yourself?
Bullseye, of course.
Oh, bullseye. Amazing shot. You're right there at 20. Okay. Next throw.
All right, I will fly up and I will look at him suspiciously, but I'm too drunk to say anything.
74. Okay. Tech lock.
I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Let's see how it goes.
Not so well.
I use my own mage hand to knock it away.
Go ahead and roll for the board then and see where it goes. Maybe he helped. And 6. Okay. Last throw. $16. Okay, James.
It seems I've been caught at my trick. So I'm just gonna go with a normal throw. But I'm not
Very
gonna
wise of
say
you.
anything about it.
You just notice there's more people around you when you're throwing now. That should. Okay. I have Chris with 35. The wins over James 32. Okay. Now, Tucker, you're going to be going against Tong.
I thought I
Patrol again?
Yeah, I thought I went against Tong.
Oh, sorry. I have 2 people here.
Is he going against Idawan?
Well, I'm trying to look at the numbers real quick. Idawan has 46, I believe. Yeah, so it's going to be Idawan. Can you re-roll that, please? The numbers don't match.
Oh,
D41.
I rolled a D41. Try that again.
Somebody else is cheating, it looks like. Maybe I shouldn't have to roll better. 15, 10. Okay. Hmm. 10. 12. 10.
So I turned to Adawan and I rub a little makeup on my face. I'm just like, dude, maybe this just really isn't your game. Like, you should try bowling. You'd be good at bowling. I'm a great bowler. Why don't you just like forget about this and later we'll get together and we'll go bowling and I'm gonna cast friends on him.
Yes.
Okay, let me see if I can grab that. And it's DC of what?
It just happens.
Okay.
But a minute later, he's really, 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 really pissed off at me. Because he'll know.
So then what do you want him to do? To throw bad?
Yeah, just quit. And let me make my actually, I suck at persuasion. This was a stupid idea. Oh well, I did it. So a 16 with advantage.
Okay. What are you trying to get him to do? Just walk away?
Just give up. Yeah.
Okay. What says he forfeits then? He doesn't mind. So you win this one. Okay. So it seems you guys are doing very well. We only have a couple more events. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for future recruits, is there something that you guys want to do? Let us know. Please comment at the door. Okay.
Is there a suggestion box?
Say again?
Is there like a suggestion box?
There is a suggestion box, but it's right next to the trash can. People throw them in the wrong one. Okay. And I'm going to move you guys over so you guys can enjoy it as well. Okay. We're going to go with the top one first. Let's see if I can delete the right one. Okay. This is the one we're going to be doing with strategies. I'm going to show you guys another little journal spot that you guys actually have. It's a little bit more, what's the word? Changes. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's marked as the tactics chart.
In our journals?
In your journals.
No,
Hopefully you guys get a chance to see it.
No.
So it should be right underneath your handouts portion of it. It's underneath your mysterious invitation toward the bottom. No?
Nope.
Make sure you assign it to the character
Yeah.
or the all players.
Well, it says show to you guys. So let me just double check if I can try to do it again. All players. Now it should be there. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's along the lines of they're trying to see you guys are actual tactics. Actually, I forgot I'm supposed to be reading something for each one of the things. Joy. Me getting excited trying to show you guys stuff. I forgot to tell you guys other things because I wrote stuff down for you guys. Oops. Awesome. Anyway, so don't have that part, so I'm not going to read that part. Awesome. Anyway, going through the whole portion of it is for tactics. Basically, for the strength one, like I said, I was supposed to read something to you, but I forgot to read it. Basically, talking about strength, what do we use strength for? But well, we use it for to protect people instead of the other things. Dex, we use the dex in order for you to direct our blows to make sure we get them to where they need to be and help people move along. And then we have this one, which is going to be our tactics portion of it, because along the lines of they just get to the whole point where let people know that everyone here is a person. They're a living, breathing creature. They have the wants. They have their needs. They're not a number. So the whole point is this is an exercise for you guys to go through and guide people in an offense, defense kind of thing. We're going to roll initiatives to figure out who gets the chance to go first. Then you're going to pick numbers. So you have the option of using all these ones for different things. You also have the option to use one number for multiple spots. So like it says right there, for example, would be when you're on offense, a 3 does 3 damage, 2 does 2, 1 does 1, and 0 does 0. And the opposite for defense, as you can see with the numbers there. Like I said, those are the opposites for it. And basically using the offense of 2, 1, 3, and 0 against a defense of 1, 2, 0, 3, you get a score of 0, 0, 0. So that person doesn't score, but that person successfully defends. It's a little bit more math and stuff going on, but it gives you a chance to figure out what you guys actually want to put into it. And the way this is set up, it's a best of 3. So one of the 3, you're able to give yourself a +2 for your score. And one of the 3, you're able to give the enemy a -2 of their score. It's a work in progress. If it seems like it's too much, this is something else. It's to give you guys a chance to think about different things. Like I said, you guys have the option to put a 3 in each one of those positions for offense. But the whole point is once you pick your team, you have to use them for both offense and defense.
I don't think I'm awake enough to do this much math.
No worries. Like I said, if it's too much math, it's too much math. This is an idea. We can always try to do this another time and just throwing it out there. Because, I mean, we only got so much time, roughly 15 minutes. So I'll throw this out there and give you guys an idea to do it another time when you guys actually going up. And I'll move to the next one. So hopefully you guys are a little more awake for that. Like I've been working on this for a while, so this makes more sense. So next one we have, whoops, deleted the wrong one, is the Quizmaster. So as you guys are ushered into the different part of the section, you have little spots, little change rooms. So each one of you guys go in there. When you guys go to your rooms, you guys have costumes respectively in your own size. And then they're all seem to be Star Wars themed because today we have it is the 4th.
Oh,
So as you guys,
Fourth.
Yeah. So as you guys walk out, please explain which character you choose and why that character represents your character in the Star Wars universe.
No.
I'm dressed like Boba Fett.
Nice. Okay.
So I walk out and I'm dressed like Boba Fett. And Boba Fett represents my character because he's he's definitely a mercenary and it's the highest paying person that he works for, basically. But once he takes a contract, he is very loyal to fulfilling that contract, and Fleur is also like that.
Nice. Okay. Who's the next person?
So, Carl walks out just wearing a bandolier because he's Chewbacca, because it's the easiest one for him.
Lazy.
Taklak will walk out dressed up as a tiny Yoda. One, because the heights work, and two, because just like Yoda, Taklak is also small and amazing and is extremely powerful and should be respected by all.
All right. Nerissa will come out dressed as a BB-8 because of the size. You just see like this bulbous frame go around, and it's just because she doesn't talk a lot. She's a few words.
Okay. So Idawan comes out and he's dressed like Han Solo. For some reason, he gets next to his buddy. They do their nice little handshake, fist bump kind of thing going on. Okay. You have Idawan comes out and he seems his hair seems to be down or in a different position. He comes out as Princess Leia, not the slave version, just one that has his hairs up in buns for the most part. For Nox, decides to come out as Luke Skywalker. He said it was the last costume that was in there.
Okay. So is Tom dressed up like Princess Leia? So a big troll, his dreadlocks wrapped up like buns.
Big sexy troll.
Awesome.
Well, it's not the slave Leia, so.
Well, he's trying to do a little bit of both. It's a half slave Leia, half not, and he's trying to make sure for our sponsors that we're still going to be paid. Okay, so for this one, we're going to be doing some trivia questions. We got a couple of them going through. It said we only got so much time, so we got maybe 5-10 of them. We're going to go through it. So first person that's going to actually go through and put an actual, we'll say, trying to think of different words for it. Put the fourth in the chat. So it makes it a little bit easier. So if you guys want to actually go through right now, put the fourth in. That way you guys can just press up and press enter once you guys actually know it. Okay. Yeah. Whatever works for you guys, as long as you guys have it. But the first person we're going to go through and ask a question. First person to know it, answer in, go from there. If that person doesn't answer correctly, we can have everybody else gets a good chance to go in. We're going to say first one to maybe 10 points, whatever it is. Maybe we'll do 5 points, make it a little bit easier for everybody else. Okay. You guys are ready? So there's some obscure ones and some other ones for it. So we'll go from there. So the first question is, what didn't Yoda say? Weird. So sorry, these are weird, a little weird. So it says, what didn't Yoda say he didn't want to train Luke Skywalker? I apologize for the language. It's not something I came up with. It's somebody else's for it. But pretty much, what's the reason Yoda said he didn't want to train Luke Skywalker? Okay. And your answer?
Well, like, I mean, he was kind of old, but like age is just a number, man.
So that's not the answer I was looking for. Anyone else want to steal?
Wasn't Yoda like saying something around the lines like there was a darkness Oh wait, no. He reminded him of this other person he was supposed to be train. Wait, no, no. Yeah, totally darkness. Darkness, dude.
Darkness is what I was looking for. Anybody else want to try? No worries. Like I said, this is a random website place I got these questions from. So I apologize if the answer, but the one I'm looking for is because he lacked patience. All right, makes sense. Okay. Like I said, these are questions not mine. I'm just trying to go for things a lot of these like easier using somebody else's questions.
I would have
Okay,
watched
next
Star
question.
Wars if I had known this was going to be in here.
Well, I got the idea from Tucker talking about it. So next question is, what bounty hunter captures Han Solo? Okay, and your answer?
Me, Boba Fett.
Awesome. 1 point. Okay. Okay. Okay, next question is, where does Yoda live? And your answer?
Was that
Um,
me
uh,
or Carl? I think that's
Carl's
Carl's, right?
first.
Yeah.
Dagobah, I believe.
Correct. Yeah. So, what color is Mace Windu's lightsaber? And your answer is?
Purple.
Correct.
She's just like half asleep.
We have more shots if you like more shots.
Like, do we have pretzels?
No, pretzels are for after.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. So before he left the Jedi, who was Count Dooku's Padawan?
I'm pretty sure, bro, that like those movies don't count.
Bob. Bob the Jedi.
No, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking for Bob. Anyone else want to guess?
Tackler.
It's
Was it Qui-Gon?
correct. Okay. So in 1977, May 30th, what U.S. magazine declared Star Wars the year's best movie?
Times.
Correct.
That was totally a guess.
There's only so many magazines, right?
Yeah. It's like, what is the magazine that most people reference when it comes to things like that? Times. I'm going to go with Times.
Okay, so next question we have is who is Luke's and Leia's mother?
God, I can't remember her name.
Oh, what was her name?
Yeah.
I know it's
And your answer is?
Fuck. Padawan.
I know.
Or something. Ah!
Anyone else?
Padme.
Padme.
I was going to say Natalie Portman, but then I.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So hopefully an easier question. Who is the most loyal friend and first mate of Han Solo from the Wookiees?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's correct. Okay. So Next question is, what color is Yoda's lightsaber in the Attack of the Clones and the Revenge of the Sith? Okay. And your answer?
Green?
Correct.
Yoda green.
Yeah, there's only so many colors you got to work with. Boom. Okay. What kind of battle armor does Boba Fett use in the Star Wars series? Nobody?
I don't know what it's called.
But everyone knows what it looks like, right? It's Mandalorian armor. If you guys get a chance to play the Star Wars game, you get a chance to see it. Okay, let's see. Okay. So which young Jedi Knight becomes Darth Vader in Star Wars? Okay. And your answer?
Who is that?
Carl.
Oh, Anakin. Anakin Skywalker.
Yep. Okay. Right on. Okay. Next question is, what is the name of Han Solo's ship? Okay. And your answer?
The Millennium Falcon.
Awesome. Okay. Chris is in the lead with 4. Yeah. How many engines are an X-Wing fighter? And your answer? I can't see your fingers. 4. Awesome.
Yeah.
Dun. So another one is, what were the last words spoken in The Empire Strikes Back?
God.
It's very important for today. Okay. And
I'm
your answer?
going with May the Force be with you.
Correct. Right. Some of these are basic. Some of these ones are like, what? Okay. Okay. So a question for you guys in movies that don't exist, so I'll throw it out there that way. Whose DNA was used to make the clones? And your answer?
Boba Fett.
Incorrect. Anyone else have a different answer? Yes, go ahead. Your answer?
Jango Fett.
Correct.
I knew it was a Fett.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What kind of animal does Han and Luke ride in the snow on Hoth?
Oh, what are they called?
And your answer?
Tauntaun.
That is correct.
I was
And that's
just gonna
Tucker's
say
win.
Snow llama.
What?
I was just going to say a snow llama.
That
No
was,
llama.
so
Better
Tucker seems to
answer.
have win this one with 5. So Tucker wins this one. Okay. So I believe that's going to be it for me, guys. There was one more event after this, but for the most part, thank you guys for participating. Hope you guys liked it. If there's something else that you guys want to do like this, hopefully next time we have less difficulties and more stuff going on.
Okay.
So who's
May the force be
Shar
with you
gonna
guys.
take? Like,
Say again?
like,
Well, it's pretty much when, if you want to actually go through the point system, we actually have to figure out who won each section. But we'll
Oh.
get back to you. The whole point is there's one more event that was supposed to go through to figure out who that would be. So out of you guys, there's only be somebody.
Is there dental?
After your trial period, dental, and then a little bit further, medical, and then possibly something else.
401k.
There's a housing involved as well as meals per day. They also give you per diem once you've actually gone through your trial period.
So like that's better than the lich that I'm working for. So yeah, that's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yeah,
That was fun.
That was fun.
I'm glad you liked it. I'm not sure who's got it next week. Like I said, if we don't have anything going on next week, we can just come in here and brainstorm everything. Thank you guys again. Let me know if you guys do anything or if you guys want to see something like this again.
All right.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Thanks, Terry.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks, Terry.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.